14 for Luka on the logo. What is going on here?
Welcome to Low Man Help. I'm Mark Campbell, and the Mavericks just traded Luka Doncic. The playoffs are all about problem solving and creating problems for other teams, and besides Jokic, there's no other player that creates or solves problems in the playoffs better than Luka Doncic. I went back and I dug into his pick and rolls against Minnesota and what he did to them in terms of shredding every single coverage they threw at him systematically, creating advantage basketball for his other teammates, and basically turning the Western Conference Finals into practice shots was truly unmatched. I hope you enjoy this edit. I know that Lakers fans will. I highly doubt Mavericks fans will. Let's check it out. Fender on him. So this is where we're at. We're going to give this shot up. You know, if he wants to take this, fine. But we're not going to be down here where he can just take it. And we're also going to be able to play two. We're going to come and bother with a long guy. No problem, right? No problem for Luka. He had this one in the bag. This was the shot he was going to a lot, where he would get to this place, shoot this step back. This time we get a pretty good contest by Anderson. But again, Luka's always in rhythm and on balance. Creativeness, was going to throw it off Lively's back. Too big, finishes. Now we've got the next possession. This is a couple times down. We're going to get more up to the level. We're going to bother him. We're really going to get it where Luka can't get going downhill. No problem. This is simple for him. We get a little action before where McDaniels is behind. Rudy sees this. This is one of those where Rudy makes a pretty good read. You know, instead of before where he saw Anderson was there, McDaniels a few steps behind. Rudy comes up to be a pest here. He does a really nice job. It's a good read. But for a guy like Luka, it just doesn't matter. So he's seeing this right now, and he's jumping, right? He already sees, like, this is where low man help is, and this is where there's going to be space. Like, Gafford's past the first tag. He's past Conley. So at this point, he's so big at 6'9" in these positions where when he gets up here, he already knows I'm going middle. And if Nas takes one more step in, right, if he commits, he's got to see early help. If he doesn't see early help here, it's going to this dive in Gafford. If he sees Nas take this step, no problem. It's going here. And he knows this is an if or then situation, and it's early that he sees it. So sees it early, you're not there, doesn't matter, this is going to be a dunk. Next one, coming down. Okay. He's now busting us up. So we're going to come up here, and this screen, Luka in the playoffs, average distance 30 feet away from the basket. That pick and rolls were set. That's so much space for other guys to do things. We're up at the level. Great. You need to take it out of my hands. NBA players are really good. This is 4 versus 3 in this amount of space. This is incredible. This whole part of the court is Luka taking up 2 defenders. This is probably about 35 feet away from the basket. He's just taking you out of anything that's normal in terms of geometry of a defensive shell. Out of here, and now we're playing 3 versus 4, and this is going to be super simple. If we see, you know, Lively did great in the pocket, but this is simple. If you see help coming, great, early pass. If help isn't there, cool, go finish. Like, this isn't crazy stuff when it comes to making, you know, complex reads or anything. This is great Euro by Lively. Next one. Okay, here we go. We're up at the level. We're going to drop a little bit. We're not going to give you anything easy. That's simple for this guy. This guy has absolutely no issues picking you apart. This is all the same game. They're throwing everything at him. It doesn't matter. Possession by possession. It just doesn't matter. Okay, we're chasing over top. We're not going to be up at the level. You've already shown us if we blitz, we're giving up 4-on-3s. Cool, no problem. We're going to bail a little bit. We're going to chase you over the top. We're going to put length. We're going to put size on you. He's 6'9". He does not care. Length to him doesn't bother him. This isn't, you know, Steph Curry. This isn't Mike Conley. This isn't a 6'2", 6'3" guard. Like, this guy's 6'9". He's bigger than the guys you put on him. He doesn't care. Slows down, Gortat action, and now we're in this, you know, this is Gortat screen, so Gafford screening off his man, Luka taking the space, So really, again, simple actions. If Mike Conley comes, cool, I can hit this here. If nobody comes and I'm downhill, cool, I'll go finish. If Rudy comes, great, lob. It's all if-then stuff, and you don't get to if-then stuff in the playoffs. This is like regular season back-to-back nights. He is the system. This is so good. And at this point, Rudy's committed, cool, no problem, lob. So that's game one. Now we get to game two. Okay, you go under, great, rescreen, no problem. You want to put a more athletic guy on me? You want to put somebody that you think's going to bother me up at the point of attack? No problem. He takes these actions and he is consistently in rhythm and on balance. One thing I love, talk about stacking footwork, neutral to attack. And he's one of the best at getting in neutral. So this neutral right here, as he lifts, ball, hips, ball and body lift at the same time. This is him getting into neutral. And when these feet come down, this is power, load, rhythm and balance. And when you talk about neutral, this is neutral. An attack comes where right now he can go in 5 different directions. He can go drive this way. He can go pass this way. He can go drive that way. He can stick this foot in the ground. He can go pass that way. Or he can take this last option, which is digging this last foot in that he takes and driving power up and through. He's got all 5 options from this neutral to attack, power, load, rhythm, and balance. This is so good. So good. Okay, no problem. Another under. Cool. Now you're going to play a little bit more of a compressed action. You're going to try to shrink the shell on me. You're going to chase me over top again. The stuff you were trying to do game one that didn't work, great. I got answers for that. That's no problem at all, right? Sets this up again. Talk about neutral to attack. This moment right here, this is neutral. Lifts up. Now we're in attack. He's got control. See, this is, when you talk about neutral, now he's in attack here. His hips are down here where McDaniel's hips are up here. He's taking control of this situation already with this neutral to attack moment. Down, down. Okay, you want to shrink in? Great, cool. Same action we saw in game one. Step back. As soon as McDaniels goes to recover, as soon as he releases him out of jail and McDaniels feels like, oh, I got to get back, step back. He's 6'9". He's shooting over. Next one. So good. So good. He wasn't seeing any problems. Anything. This is the best defensive team in NBA history. It just didn't matter, right? I will shoot this. Cool. Recover. You don't veer switch it. You get it wrong. He's looking at, you're committed to me. You're committed to me. You're committed to me. All these eyes. You're committed to me. All these eyes on me. All he's looking at is, are you, as low man help, going to get over here early? And if you do, cool, I'm going here. And if you don't, I'm going to the dive. And this was just an absolute clinic, right? At this point, this is what he's doing. Same as the read earlier with Nas Reed in the first game. Same exact read. At this point, all he's looking at is, does Cat take one more step or does he stop? And if he stops, he's rifling it here. And if he takes one more step, he's going to the corner to PJ Washington. This is so effing good. Next action, another double drag. Cool. You want to blitz me? Same thing. Same exact thing. And it's not that this is easy to do. I mean, he's 30 feet out. He's 30 feet out and he's just reading, are you going to commit fully? And if you commit fully, great. I'm going to this guy in the corner. And if you don't commit fully, I'm going to the dive. And he's able to jump and hang in the air and see, and he's strong enough and he's big enough to buy time to see you're bailing out. He sees Cat leaving. He sees Cat leaving here. Cat thinks he's going to pick this pass off. Mike Conley thinks he's going to pick this pass off. No. He's looking at everything. He sees where these guys are going, and he's able to deliver it right place, right time, on target. That's uncommon. You don't give a guy like this up. This is not easy to do in the playoffs. You don't give a guy like this up. Oh, cool. Another double drag. Empty corner double drag. No problem. I got that too. What are you guys going to do? Doesn't matter. You want to come up to the level and blitz? I'll get out of it. You want to drop down? No problem. Right there. He's so good at this point. We talk about breaking this guy, making him choose. And the way you do that is you say, it's me, it's me, it's me, right? You keep this action as you're going to go finish it as long as possible. Right here, as soon as Rudy's hips go from playing 2, right now Rudy's hips are playing 2, right? He can go with his next step this way, and he can also go this way. This is what playing 2 looks like. As soon as Rudy takes this next step and squares his hips up to Luka, he's chosen, right? He squared his hips up to Luka. He has chosen, I'm going to take away the ball. Perfect read from Luka. He waits till the last possible moment, waits till Rudy chooses, breaks the 2-on-1, goes to the yes or no read. We're only on game 3. Can you believe what he's doing then? We are only on game 3. This is a wide open shot. This is game 3 of the Western Conference Finals, and he has broken the Timberwolves so much by game 3 that they're willing to give wide open practice shots from the start. Again, this guy, an average, every ball screen, an average of 30 feet away. This is at least 45 feet away right here. At least 45 feet away from the basket, and he has taken this whole court, and they have 2 players up here. He is giving his team a chance to play 4-on-3 with 40 some odd feet of space. Just think about this. This is the playoffs. Western Conference Finals. You can't guard this. No NBA team can guard this. Guys in the NBA are way too good. You cannot guard this with 3 players. 3 players cannot guard this amount of space. And this is the Western Conference Finals. The Western Conference Finals. This is a practice shot. This is like you're in the gym finishing a workout. Like, hey, let's shoot 50 makes from the corner. It's absurd. Again, you're up at the level to blitz. Cool. This is going strong side. Strong side. Look at Luka Garza over there. Luka Garza is standing up. He's like, oh, God. Oh, all right. Yeah, we gave that one up. What do you do? Shoot. I'll sit back down. 2-on-1. Doesn't matter. They get a little dummy action going before. Get Luka a step. He doesn't need a step, but if you get him a step, it's basically over. Put Cat in the action. Right, we're coming here. Cat's not up at the level to blitz. As soon as we get around this, nobody's here to shrink. This is so simple for him. I've got a lane. I'm choosing, do you come in and help off? Are you going to go back? Then it's me. If you don't go back, I'm going to finish it. If you do come up to me, cool. And as soon as he sees these reads, he sees them so early. Like at this point, it's over, and he knows it's over because Gafford's running downhill. Nas is outside of the picture, and Cat is not bailing with Gafford. He's leveled up, right? He's got his hips square to Luka. He knows that there's no way he can jump backwards to contest this. He sees this read early. Nas isn't in soon enough. If Nas was in sooner, I 100% think this would go to the corner. Not in soon enough. Boom, dunk. Simple, simple, simple. But it's not supposed to be simple at this level. It's not supposed to be this simple. Look at this. You got guys up around half court. Tie game, 3.5 minutes left. This is the biggest game of the season for both of these teams. And you're blitzing this guy up here. You're so scared of him that you're willing to bring another guy up and just completely leave 3 guys to guard 58 feet of basketball court. This is a warm-up shot. This is the exact same shot that PJ got at the beginning of the game. This is a warm-up shot. This is end of workout, warm-up, end of workout. Let's make 50 from the corner. This is the Western Conference Finals, tight game, fourth quarter, and they're willing to give up wide-open threes because they're so scared of him. Again, come up to the level. Cool, no problem. 2-on-1, lob, finish. And then this is just, you think you can go under screens at any point on me? No, you can't. You can't go under screens at any point on me. This is from the logo. And this isn't like we're up big or anything like that. This is from the logo 3 minutes into the game. And this is just process. His process is different than anybody else's when it comes to playoff basketball, when it comes to facing the rim. Jokic is a different animal. He catches in pockets. He plays with his back to the basket. Luka plays facing the basket. You go under a screen At 35 feet, it doesn't matter to me. Under equals death. This is a shot. If you don't bring your big up to the level of the screen, if you don't go over the screen, I will shoot no matter where it is. This is unmatched level of process, and nobody else at his size, his position, can create this type of advantage for teams. This is incredible. This is truly special stuff. The idea that you would want to trade this guy away, this guy that can literally crack any defense open, trade this guy away makes no sense in the world. The playoffs are about problem solving, about creating problems that others can't solve. If you can watch this and say, we don't want this on our team, I don't know what you're doing. So after he's already busted up everything they've done, they bring Rudy back up to the level, as they've tried other games, back up to the level, go over, cool, no problem. This guy is just willing to take what the defense gives him at all times. The read is simple here. He doesn't force things for the sake of him. He takes the simple single every time. It looks like highlights because he's so damn good at it. But he's just hitting singles here. No problem. Pocket pass, great. And now it's about my teammates. Because if at some point, Lively's going to get better, this is going to be a lob. This is going to be a dunk. Or Lively sees this as a little small guy. Cool, I'm going to punch it on him, right? If it's a big guy, I'm throwing the lob. A small guy, I'm going to finish. Like, this is just time and time again, the idea of giving up on this guy, the idea of sending this guy out that has to demand two guys come guard him at half court, and he's creating practice shots for his team in the Western Conference Finals is absurd. I can't understand why anybody would want to get this off of their team, why there's a reason to not look at this. This guy's coming off a screen at half court. He has taken this whole part of the court and said, if I have the ball up here, you have to bring two people to me, not just one, but two. There is no possible way that any NBA team can guard this if you have to bring two players up to half court to be like, please get rid of the ball. There's no possible way. There's no way. Look at this. He has the ball picked up. Doesn't even have a live dribble. And there's still two guys staring at him saying, well, you know what? You might shoot that. I don't know. Who knows at this point? It's wild to me, again, that this is something you don't want on your team. Again, at half court, these are practice shots, absolute practice shots.